Welcome to our channel Minutes Audiobook. Today we gonna see The Power of Passion and Perseverance by Angela Duckworth is a profound exploration of the psychological concept of grit, a combination of passion and perseverance that plays a critical role in success. The book is based on Duckworth's extensive research, as well as her personal experiences, offering a unique perspective on how we can achieve long-term goals. Below is a detailed chapter-wise summary that captures the essence of each part of the book. Introduction: The Power of Passion and Perseverance. In the introduction, Angela Duckworth introduces the concept of grit, a powerful trait that is essential for success in any field. Duckworth explains that while talent and intelligence are important, grit, defined as a combination of passion for a long-term goal and perseverance in the face of challenges, is even more crucial. She shares her personal journey, from teaching 7th grade math to working in research, and how this led her to study why some people succeed while others, despite their talent, fail. Through her research, Duckworth shows that grit is a better predictor of success than talent. Key takeaway: grit is more important than innate talent for achieving success in life. Chapter 1: Showing Up. Duckworth begins by sharing the story of her time as a teacher, where she observed that the students who were most successful were not necessarily the smartest or most talented, but the ones who showed up consistently and worked hard. This chapter emphasizes the idea that success comes not from brilliance, but from effort over time. Duckworth introduces the concept of the effort count twice principle: effort applied to skill results in achievement, and effort applied to effort results in progress. She also discusses how our culture places high value on talent and natural ability, but how this focus can lead to a misunderstanding of what true success looks like. Key takeaway: consistent effort is often more important than innate talent for achieving success. Chapter 2: Distracted by Talent. This chapter explores the myth of talent and why people often overestimate its importance. Duckworth examines several real-world examples, such as the story of famous musicians and athletes, to show that natural talent can be a barrier to success if it isn't coupled with consistent effort and persistence. Duckworth argues that talent is overrated because it doesn't automatically lead to success. Rather, it is grit, passion and perseverance that ensures long-term achievements. She also highlights the importance of cultivating a growth mindset, a concept developed by psychologist Carol Dweck, which emphasizes that abilities can be developed through hard work. Key takeaway: talent is not the sole determinant of success. Persistence, hard work, and a growth mindset are critical. Chapter 3: Effort Counts Twice. This chapter explains Duckworth's effort count twice theory in more detail. She posits that success is a product of two things: skill and effort. First, effort helps you develop skills. Then, once you have the skills, effort helps you apply them effectively to achieve success. Duckworth uses examples from her own life and research to show how effort compounds. The more effort you put into developing a skill, the better you become. The more effort you put into applying that skill, the more success you achieve. Key takeaway: effort is the key ingredient that turns skill into achievement. Chapter 4: How Gritty Are You? In this chapter, Duckworth presents a questionnaire designed to measure how much grit you have. She discusses the grit scale, a self-assessment tool that helps individuals measure their level of passion and perseverance in achieving long-term goals. Duckworth explains how grit can be cultivated, and how it's not something you either have or don't have, but rather something that can be developed over time. She also touches on the role of interest and passion in sustaining grit, noting that people who are passionate about their goals are more likely to persevere. Key takeaway: grit can be measured, and it's a combination of passion and perseverance that can be developed. Chapter 5: Grit Grows. Duckworth explores the ways in which grit develops over time. She focuses on the idea that grit is not fixed but can grow through practice and experience. Duckworth describes the importance of effortful practice in developing perseverance and passion for long-term goals. She introduces the concept of the hard thing rule, which suggests that children should be encouraged to stick with activities that are difficult and require perseverance. She draws on research from various fields, including sports, education, and business, to show how grit develops when people engage in deliberate practice and commit to their goals. Key takeaway: grit can be developed through consistent, deliberate practice, and it grows over time. Chapter 6: Interest. This chapter addresses the role of interest in developing grit. Duckworth explains that passion is an important component of grit, and that passion grows out of deep interest. However, she argues that it's not enough to simply have an interest in something, you must also commit to it for the long term, even when the initial excitement fades. Duckworth shares the concept of the low-road and high-road interests. Low-road interests are fleeting, while high-road interests are those that are sustained over time and lead to deep expertise. Duckworth explains how people can find their passion by allowing themselves to explore different activities and then making a long-term commitment to one. Key takeaway: passion and interest develop over time, and you must be willing to stick with something long enough to discover and nurture your true interests. Chapter 7: Practice. In this chapter, Duckworth emphasizes the importance of deliberate practice in developing expertise and grit. She explains that talent alone is not enough to succeed, what truly matters is how much time and effort you put into improving your skills. Duckworth explores the science of deliberate practice, which involves setting specific goals, focusing on weaknesses, and practicing beyond your comfort zone. She provides examples from the worlds of sports and music to illustrate how top performers engage in deliberate practice. Key takeaway: deliberate practice is key to developing skill, and it is essential for cultivating grit and achieving success. Chapter 8: Purpose. This chapter highlights the role of purpose in sustaining grit. Duckworth explains that people who find meaning in their work are more likely to remain passionate and persevering in the long term. She discusses how having a sense of purpose, knowing that your work contributes to something greater than yourself, can fuel perseverance. Duckworth provides examples from people in a variety of fields who have found purpose in their work, including teachers, soldiers, and scientists. She also discusses how parents and mentors can help young people find purpose by connecting their interests and passions to broader societal needs. Key takeaway: purpose is a key driver of grit. When your work has meaning, you are more likely to persist through challenges. Chapter 9: Hope. In this chapter, Duckworth explores the role of hope in sustaining perseverance. Hope, she explains, is the belief that you can improve through effort. She distinguishes between optimism, the belief that everything will turn out well, and hope, the belief that you can overcome obstacles through effort. Duckworth explains that people with high levels of hope are more likely to keep going in the face of adversity because they believe that their efforts will eventually lead to success. She discusses research on hope and how it relates to achievement, and she shares strategies for cultivating hope in your own life. Key takeaway: hope, the belief that you can improve through effort, is essential for maintaining grit and achieving success. Chapter 10: Parenting for Grit. In this chapter, Duckworth discusses how parents can foster grit in their children. She explains that children who are encouraged to work hard, face challenges, and persist through difficulty are more likely to develop grit. Duckworth emphasizes the importance of a balance between warmth and high expectations. She introduces the concept of effort praise, which focuses on praising a child's effort rather than innate ability. Duckworth shares examples from her own research and the experiences of other parents to demonstrate how parents can help their children build grit. Key takeaway: parents can help cultivate grit in their children by fostering a growth mindset, encouraging perseverance, and praising effort. Chapter 11: The Gritty Culture. Duckworth explores the importance of culture in developing grit. She examines how certain cultures and environments foster grit by valuing hard work, perseverance, and passion. Duckworth looks at examples from various organizations, including the U.S. Army, where people are trained to be resilient and gritty. She discusses how cultures that support grit encourage individuals to push through setbacks, embrace challenges, and work toward long-term goals. Key takeaway: a supportive culture that values perseverance and hard work can foster grit in individuals. Chapter 12, A Final Word. In the final chapter, Duckworth reiterates the importance of grit in achieving long-term success. She encourages readers to cultivate passion and perseverance by setting meaningful goals, practicing deliberately, and maintaining hope. Duckworth acknowledges that developing grit takes time and effort, but it is achievable for anyone willing to put in the work. She reminds readers that success is not about being the most talented, but about being the one who refuses to give up. Key takeaway: grit is the key to long-term success, and it can be cultivated through passion, perseverance, and consistent effort. Conclusion. Angela Duckworth's Grit, The Power of Passion and Perseverance emphasizes that talent alone does not guarantee success. Instead, it is the combination of passion and perseverance, what Duckworth calls grit, that drives achievement in life. By developing passion for long-term goals, committing to deliberate practice, finding purpose, and maintaining hope, individuals can cultivate grit and achieve extraordinary things. Duckworth's book provides both the science behind grit and practical strategies for fostering it in ourselves and others. Thank you for watching our Keep support. For more audiobook videos, make sure like, comment and share. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button.